Hi, welcome to Get Married, Stay Married. I'm Jeremy, and today we're talking about the reasons why I like being married. I actually love being married, so it's just a fun thing to talk about. Sarah is going to do a video as well, so that one is going to be linked to this video. So after you see my 10, you can go watch her 10. And then we actually haven't talked to each other about what 10 it is, so we're going to follow it up with a reaction video once I edit all these things together, and we'll see if we're the same or if we're different on some of these. So that's what's going to be fun. So, number one, you always get to hang out with someone, and you also always have a sleepover. And that's just one thing that I've really enjoyed. Oftentimes, Sarah brings up a topic that we end up talking about for 20 minutes in bed, or she just sparks a thought in my head, and I want to talk about it, and then she's like, "Yeah, cool, sounds good. Good night," and she's gone. So sometimes it works out to talk in bed, and sometimes it doesn't. But it's also just really nice just being able to be with someone. We wake up on Saturdays, we can make breakfast together, and just in general, just have a buddy with you all the time. And I think that's just number one, a really good reason why I like being married. Moving on to number two, someone to laugh at my jokes. And this one is pretty important to me. Because if you can't hear them, are they really laughing? I don't know. I don't know if you're laughing. I don't know if I'm funny at all. I don't know if anything is worth watching. But we're doing it. We're having fun. And we're building our marriage through it. So I think that's just another really cool thing to just reiterate how much we love marriage, and just to go on one of these lists and just to see why we like being married. Another one is she loves me completely. She's all in. She knows all of my past, and she knows every day to day what's going on and what I'm doing, and she likes it. She actually picked me. She actually said yes when I proposed to her. So that is just another thing that I really like, and that I can be me. That's something that I'm going to try to do on this YouTube channel. But that's something that she's just allowed me to be exactly who I am, and to be able to wait for me to grow in different areas when I need to grow, or to encourage me to, help out a little bit more at home or something like that. And she's just been very patient with allowing me to change gradually versus, okay, now we got married, now I want a totally different version of you. She knew what she was getting in for, and for that, I really love her. Number four, she is the absolute best helper that I could ever ask for. And I know I'm going to get some flack for this, but she does my laundry, and that's fantastic. It's not a skill set that I'm good at. And before you say, like, oh, you should learn, well, you know what? She already does it. And I love her, and I love that we can have different roles. So don't try to get her to make me do laundry. It's just not going to go well, and then she's going to get angry at me. So no need to comment about that. Also, forms. I hate forms, passports, all that kind of stuff. They're just utterly terrible. And she's willing to fill them out. So happy Jeremy by not having to fill out those kind of forms. Also, cooking. She is a fantastic cook and baker, which I routinely get to enjoy. And that is just something that I absolutely love about her. And she gets joy from making those things too. And before you get all crazy, I do help with things, okay? I do. I help clean up, okay? I help vacuum. She hates vacuuming, so I mostly do the vacuuming. We share these roles. So I don't just go to work and then come home and help her with nothing. I help put Joshua to bed. I do my own things, okay? I do. And if she's profusely laughing at this part of the video when we react to it, then maybe I got to do a little bit more. So maybe that's something to do in the future. And number five, I love bum smacks. Yeah, that's right, bum smacks. I like being physical. My love language is physical love. So I obviously like just being around her, the togetherness. I'm often like a little puppy who is following her around, and she's doing laundry and I'm like right in there, or if she's in the kitchen, I'm just standing in the kitchen. I just like to be near her. And she's more like a cat. She's more like, hey, I'm doing stuff over here. Get away from me. but yin and yang, we're a little bit different, and that's okay. Number 6 is she makes me a better person. And that's something that is just fantastic. Just to know that almost 8 years in, I'm a better person than I was when we started going out and when we got married. She's helped shape my character and push me to grow. Sometimes negatively, mostly positively. And for that, I just thank her immensely. I wouldn't be encouraged to even do this YouTube channel if she hadn't encouraged me when I had crazy ideas. So thank you for that, honey. Really appreciate it. So marriage encourages you to be selfless in order to get the things that you actually want. So that's another thing that this character growth I've really noticed as I have realized, okay, I need to help you. I need to show you how I can love you more. One of the things I've been doing recently is always cleaning up the dishes. At the end of the day, I'll spend 10 minutes making sure that all the dishes are in the dishwasher and cleaned. And as much as I don't like cleaning that up, it just brings so much joy to Sarah. And by doing that, she does other things that I like. So the selflessness is just something that I always just will continue to stress is if you actually want things for yourself, you should actually first give of yourself if you're actually wanting to live in a happy marriage. Because if you're just trading off, I do something nice for you, you do something nice for me, you're keeping score, and if you're keeping score, one of you is going to lose. And that's just not the right approach. It's a win-win model where marriage can be a win for both you and for your spouse. So that's what I would encourage you guys to keep doing. So with that, we move on to number 7. Achievement unlocked. Get married. That was a goal. And maybe that sounds kind of silly, but that was one of my things. I wanted to get married by 21. My dad got married by 21. So that's what I wanted to do. And success, I did it. I also wanted to get a ring for Sarah from the same place that my dad bought a ring. And we were driving past there one day, and I asked Sarah, how much time do we have before you have to go to class? And she said 15 minutes. And I said, perfect. So we pulled in and we went ring shopping right there and dropped her off at class, went back, ordered a ring right then and there. But the rest of that story is a different story. So it was just something I really, really wanted to do. And it took a while after being married to realize it's not just getting married. You actually have to stay married. And you actually have to continue on with the next goal of staying in that relationship for the rest of your life. Number 8 is providing safety and security for Sarah. And emotionally and just being there, being her best friend is something that I actually really, really like. I like the responsibility of it. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I'm married and maybe someone else isn't married. They're not willing to take that responsibility on themselves. And I'm not only willing, I actually really enjoy it. I enjoy trying to solve her problems. I've realized over the years, I can't solve her problems. And when she tells me her problems, she's mostly just letting me know. That one took a long time to learn, but I like being there for her. When she's struggling, I like to try and find ways that I can help her and support her or just be there. Just giving her a hug or just letting her tell me what's bothering her. And I'm slowly getting better at that and slowly not trying to fix her problems, which is another good tip. This is you're getting a lot of tips in between the things that I really like about being married. So yeah, I also just really like providing for Sarah financially. Even though for most of our marriage, she's actually been the breadwinner. She put me through school for 6 years while I was getting school and having summer jobs and that kind of thing. But now that I'm kind of full in my role and she's taking care of our kids on a parental leave, it just feels really nice to be the breadwinner again and to be able to financially support her. And that's just something, again, that is stereotypical, but it actually is a part of me. When I didn't have a job, when I was looking for a job, it was very stressful. And it was stressful on our marriage to come home seeing me kind of sad and depressed that I couldn't find a job over a few months after university. So having that security and having that knowledge that I'm providing for my family is a huge reason why I like being married and having that responsibility to take care of someone else. as much as she's fully able to take care of herself. It's just nice to share that responsibility of another person. Number 9, raising kids is amazing in marriage. There's so many stats that just kind of show how the world is better off with marriages and with kids being with their two parents and just raising them. And that so far has been just the amazing case of our kids. Joshua just is so well in his ability to share joy with others, to listen to us. And that could all change as he gets older and he could go through a rebellion. But we're just counting our blessings right now that he's just a joy to have. And I always saw Sarah as someone who would be a great mother. And it's just so fun to see her in that role as a mother. And it just gives me so much joy that I was able to help be a part of that and help also with raising these kids now. That's my number 9. Number 10, sex. Yeah, obviously. Just being intimate, and yeah, as it's, you know, the novelty of it's brand new has worn off. It's changed into just that intimacy. If you've been in a big fight, it is pretty hard to switch a gear and 2 seconds later go have sex. But when you're consistently trying to get better at, for my example right now, cleaning up the dishes, that has led to a lot of activity in the bedroom from starting the foreplay of the dishes. So guys, if you're listening and your dishes aren't done tonight, go just do your dishes and do that consistently over a period of time, and you'll start to notice the frequency that you need to be in the bedroom increase dramatically. Let me just put it that way. Thank you so much for watching, and as you can see, there's another card coming up right over here. Go check out Sarah and see if she has the same top 10 as me or if she has different ones. We're going to see how many of them actually line up together. So just go on and head over to that video.